Hey everyone, it's Bubbles and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. So today's video is this time an apartment renovation. I haven't done one of these in a while. In fact, I believe the last apartment I did was like the second video I ever posted. And that one was my dream apartment. So for this one instead, which funnily enough, I'm building it in the same apartment as that one. Oh well, I just wanted something with like more stylish looking windows. I built my own front door because I don't like the front doors on here, but yeah, and I only wanted it to be for one sim. I wanted it to be small enough to do like a studio style apartment. So I ended up doing this in the Arts Quarter in 920 Medina Studios, and I'll have that information down in the description just in case you guys want to download it, because I call it on the gallery, I think just Maximalist apartment. So yeah, this is a Maximalist style apartment, studio apartment for like a fashion designer or a photographer or something like that, because I feel like the style would fit like a designer or someone involved in fashion. So yeah, I just wanted to use that Maximalist kit we got. It's not super up my alley, but it is fun to play with a little bit. And I specifically liked the teal and black and yellow swatches that we got with those items, so I played with them in this. And I really like how this came out. This is like my favorite color combination right now. I'm just into teal right now, so yeah. And then I also played with platforms quite a bit in this as well, which doesn't help for like uploading it to the gallery and made it a little weird to upload, but the way I always do it for apartments, if I ever use platforms in apartments, I just select every single thing that the game decides is its own room and upload them one by one that way. I've just found that that's the easiest way to do it, and then let you know if I've used platforms. That way you can figure out which rooms needed a platform up or not. And I didn't use any stairs in this, so it is only like each step is up by one for the platforms, so hopefully that'll make it easier. But I labeled them all in order, starting from like the entrance and then the long panel that goes across the whole length of the apartment, and then like the kitchen and dining room is all in one area, which is over here, and then the living room is its own like room. Oh, the bedroom does get added into that one long stretch along between the living room and the kitchen, which we'll see soon. I sectioned it off using one of the carpets we got in this kit, actually, so yeah. But I tried to like label accordingly, and also I put a disclaimer that I was using the platforms in the gallery post, so hopefully that's easier, especially if there's people who don't see me see my video when they're downloading it, so yeah. But yeah, so I had some ideas of how I wanted to do the layout of this apartment, but it took me a while to get there. And I also wanted to use like everything that came in the kit, including the wainscoting panels, which I've put around so that I used them and didn't fill up the wall with something else. Because I found out like they don't really work with windows that are wider than a tile, and then if they're longer than like the wainscoting, it looks weird because it like puts that bottom panel in the middle of the window. I don't know. And then a lot of the pictures we have in game don't sit over top, like the wainscoting. So, yeah, it's a little weird to use, but I try to put them down early. That way I know where I want to use them and that I actually do use them. Because I found in a lot of builds that I've done where I played around with a kit, I didn't have enough wall space to put them down. And they didn't look good over the windows, like I said, so yeah. But there was plenty of wall space in this. I especially wanted to use them in the dining room area, and I used the tiger wallpaper we got in the kit, and then the other, like, geometric pattern one. The rose pattern wallpaper does not have a good color to match, like a colorway to match the style of apartment that I was going for, so I didn't end up using that one. Kind of wish that one came in like a teal because I love the rose wallpaper. But it does have some nice swatches. Yeah, like here I tried to use the yellow, but the stems are like brighter blue, and I didn't really have that much blue in the apartment. But yeah, so the color scheme of this turned out really dark. And then I lightened up some parts of it with like gold accents, since that gold tone is actually really nice. I don't normally like gold, but I think it really suits this kind of apartment. And I was going for like a very like super modern and stylistic, I don't know. That kind of style for this apartment, because I just think it looks really good if you go like 110%, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then I wish this kit had come with a dresser, but thankfully the Vintage Glamour stuff pack we have does work pretty well with it if you use like the black and the golds kind of swatches. So that's what I used in here. But yeah, as you can see, there's that one strip that has the other pattern carpet, and then I used the other carpet we got in the kit under the bed. Since we only got one floor rug, and that floor rug I used in the living room, I actually quite like the swatch I picked for that one. It's probably my favorite. But yeah, and then I have the desk area over here, and then I decided to do something a little different with the bedside tables. So I used the one we got with the kit, and then instead of putting a second one on the other side, since the windows over here are a little asymmetrical on this wall, I decided to put this shelving built-in thing here instead. So it's kind of like a built-in bookshelf, since I didn't fit one in here. And then I clutter up all the shelves there. I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, and then over here is the kitchen. So the kitchen, I decided to do yellow counters in some of the cupboards, and then black cupboards to match, and black appliances. I haven't actually done a build where I use this much black in the wallpapers and the flooring, and it's kind of a vibe. I kind of really like it. I don't normally do that just because in The Sims it looks really dark, but I feel like I balanced it enough in here, and I feel like just the Maximalist style kind of goes with it being darker too. I feel like it kind of helps. And I know this style is not for everyone, it's definitely not for me, but I actually surprisingly like a lot of the items that come with the kit, so I feel like I could get a lot of use out of them, just not for a whole Maximalist build every time I want to use them. But yeah, like, the pieces on their own is very nice. I really like the couch, especially in the swatch I'm using in this build. The black rosy pattern one is very cool. I could see me using that in like gothic interiors or something like that. But yeah. And then I used that new light fixture above the dining table. It actually looks really nice when you size it up, so I did it here, especially since it's, what is it, triple height walls, I think, in this apartment, but yeah. And then, oh, so I mentioned I built this for a single sim. Since it is a double bed, you could fit 2 in here. It's up to you, but, I did fit room in here for a cat, because I feel like this person would have a cat. So I put the pet food bowls next to the window over here, and then I put a pet bed in the living room, under the lamp, and then a cat scratching post also next to the food bowls, and then I fit in a litter box in the bathroom. So everything is accounted for this time. And if you don't want to play with a cat, or you do not have cats and dogs, that is fine. You know, you don't have to. I'm not forcing anything. Especially, pretty much, if you want to download my apartments or my builds and you want to change things in them, that's totally fine with me. I don't care, because I couldn't possibly build everything exactly to your household needs. But yeah, the only thing I ask is don't re-upload it anywhere. So yeah. And then over here, I'm just cluttering up the kitchen. I probably cluttered it up a little more than I would in a modern interior, but I feel like it goes with the style a little bit. There's some places where I didn't put as much like decor items in here, just because it's very loud in here. Oh, and I put plenty of plants in here, because plants make everything better. And then I ended up using the curtains we got from Paranormal Stuff, and also these like dangling curtain things we have from City Living matched the gold color like perfectly, so I'm very happy with that. And then, yeah, I fit a fireplace in here, and yeah, I kept most of the decor on the living space items pretty sparse, because I wanted it to look more like purposefully sparse, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Maybe you'll get what I mean when I put it there, but yeah. And then over on the desk area, I kept it pretty, simplified as well. Pretty organized. And then I moved to, the built-in bookshelf thing I put over there. I'm very glad we have a bed to match this color scheme. I almost thought we didn't, and even though this bed frame is technically light wood, the light wood actually does match the cream color in the carpet, and also the gold tones in the rest of the apartment, because they're kind of like that color. So kind of worked out perfectly, and it's the best shade of teal ever. So yeah. And then yeah, I've got book clutter over here just for a built-in bookshelf, and then I put a lamp over here and a side clock and everything. And then, if you saw before, I was trying to do a nice big walk-in closet, but I just did not have enough space over here, and it was it wouldn't have worked with a full-size bed. If I could talk, that'd be great. But yeah, it just wasn't working, and it would have meant that the bed would have been off-center, which would have been weird, and I hate that, so I just opted out for this walk-in closet from Get Together. And then this mirror from, I believe that one's from Fitness Stuff. But yeah, and then I just cluttered up the dresser a little bit. And then I put some cameras on the side table next to the chair right here. And then I move on to the bathroom, and the bathroom's pretty simple. I just did black and white, pretty much. Oh, I do a little bit up here at the front. Just a few things for the entrance. I put an umbrella rack right next to this. I really like this hallway table. This hallway table is really nice. I like the print along the front. It's pretty nice, man. I also like that gallery art decor piece as well. But yeah, so I put in a walk-in shower and then a double vanity along this wall, and then yeah, I just kept it monochromatic in here, but the mirrors I used in here from Vintage Glamour, and they actually have a swatch where there's the gold piece, so I kind of tied that in with the rest of the apartment. And yeah, that's about it. So like I said, this is on the gallery already, but because it's an apartment and because I use platforms, each section is uploaded separately. So hopefully you guys can figure it out if you want to download it. But yeah, so leave a like and a subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing from me. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.